Dude, if you're seeing this right now, you're watching the Party with Marty.
We're here to party with Marty!
I get caught in that song every time. Welcome to the Party with Marty podcast. Glad you could make it. We got a good show for you today. I'm so happy to reconnect with my friend. I ain't even going to tell you who yet. Well, you already saw the thing. And oh yeah, let me get this in. K-pop crazy. For all your things that you want, and these things, and then RVD, and you already know it's weed oil, CBD or something like that. Yeah. So I don't even want to wait too long to introduce, but well, first, hypothetically, the best co-host in the world ever, Savage, Greek Savage.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, all right, we bringing our boy in, right?
I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to waste
There he is.
There we are, yes. We're partying with Marty. And
how you doing, bro?
If I were any better, I'd be jealous of myself. That's how awesome I'm doing.
He said being better.
Thank you for having me on the show, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being on it.
No, it's awesome.
I'm going to give you two a little alone time, and then I'll come in heavy with the slides and the videos, and we'll have fun.
You'll come in heavy?
Heavy with the
He did say heavy, didn't he?
Hey,
do I look like a rhinoceros?
Kind of, a little bit horny. Yeah,
a little horny?
Yeah. It is a little psychedelic with all the lights around your neck and everything. You're like,
oh, yeah. Okay, that was just for the opening.
Yeah. Well, you can leave them on. You kind of look like a really hip Christmas tree.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Now your head's so big you can't get it off there.
Stop here. That's not what it was.
How's your foot?
I think it's getting better.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they able to get all the infection out finally?
Say again?
Were they able to get all the infection out finally?
We'll find out soon. Friday, I got to do a MRI. This will actually show Thursday, so tomorrow I got to do an MRI.
Yeah.
And then the blood, that blood, what do you call it, lab?
Yeah.
Where they check your blood and see what's going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel okay. I kicked the neighbor's ass earlier.
Oh, well, that's not bad. I mean,
it's not bad.
It's not bad at all. That's pretty good. I can't kick my neighbor's ass, so
Why not?
Pretty tough,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's your wife. Yeah, it's your wife, right? Or y'all dating?
Oh, I'm dating my wife. Yes, I'm dating.
You're dating your wife. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
How long have you been doing the podcast, man?
What's that?
How long have you been doing this podcast?
Like 7 or 8 months. This is episode 25, I think.
Okay.
And we usually try to get one a week, but you'll know this better than anybody. I mess up a lot.
Go by pretty quick, don't they?
Yeah,
you go to bed on Monday and you wake up and it's Saturday. I mean, don't know how you do it, but it does it.
Yeah, this was so special to me because what's that?
You're shaking the table.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is so special to me because of you. Because I mean, I've said this on so many interviews. That of course, Sean and I were close because we were together for 7 years.
Yeah.
But when you and I did our thing, man, that was most special because you're fun.
I tell people all the time, and I really do. I mean this, Marty. I mean, I don't think you're properly. I don't think you're appreciated for just how talented you really were and how good you really were in the ring. You know, not only I don't think people know that not only did we wrestle as a team, but you know, on the independents, we wrestled against each other too. And,
that's where it started.
Yeah, that was where it started. You know, we worked in Michigan, I think, and then that one time we worked that match down in Smoky Mountain.
Yeah,
Cornette.
Yeah, Karl said Cornette was running it then, right?
Yeah, down in Knoxville. Yeah.
Who was that? Was that you?
Yeah, don't put that back up. Don't put that up either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Avatar. Should have been.
I was gonna say, Avatar. Yeah.
It should have been. I don't have a car because I wasn't booked enough to make any money. Yeah, that was a swing and a miss. That's for sure. You know.
No. No, you finally hit a grand slam.
You know, we got together as a team and stuff. I mean, I was so lucky because, you know, you were so good and I got to learn so much from you when we went out there all the time. So,
I tell, like when I do seminars and when I do run schools, I tell people all the time, because when me and you had the match in OVW, the first, before we came in, before we came and tagged together, I tell everybody that, man, when I had that with me and you, it was a pretty good match.
It was great. The first time we ever worked was for Gary Warrencheck in Michigan. And I think it was called Midwest Territorial Wrestling or something like that. And then the second time was down in Knoxville for Cornette at Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Yeah. That one,
you can take that down too. That's
me. You can take that down too.
Yeah, you can take that down. Remember, and then it was the Cornette it was a big show because Buddy Landell worked with Shawn Michaels, and I think Undertaker worked with Glenn Jacobs that night. And you can take that down too.
Why you take everything down?
You can take it all down. And then you and I worked that night too, you know, on the show. I think we probably went about 25 minutes or so. Here was the thing that like I say about what's his name, Stina. They say never give up, but the truth is that saying's been around before. And remember after OVW, our match in OVW, wherever that was for Cornette, it was in OVW. I just don't remember what city, Louisville. Yeah. And I was like, because I heard you were the king of independence. That was said all the time. And then once I worked with you, I'm like, man, there's no damn way you don't belong in WWE. Well, at the time, I think it was WWF. It was WWF at the time.
Yeah. And look at that. You can take that one down. Not because of your part.
Oh, yeah, you can take that one down too. Yeah. My mullet was really screaming.
But, man, I remember at that point,
I have facial hair.
At that point, when we did that match, I had just either quit or got fired, because there was a lot of those.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize I quit a lot too. I quit, 3 or 4. But I remember
the record of being gone and coming back.
Right.
I point that out that like
Yeah.
Vince is not a dumb guy. Vince knows, the business. And if Vince didn't believe in you as much as he did, he wouldn't have just kept giving you chance after chance after chance.
Stop calling it a chance.
Well,
I know what you mean. But here's what I tell my kids, when I'm training them, doing seminars or whatever. You were like this close to quitting the business. It was after 14 years, and you said, we were talking, and after our match, I was like, God damn, you're good, man. And you should be there. And he goes, Marty, 14 years in, and it's not paying the bills. So, I think I'm done. And then next thing I know, look at you now. And you just took off. But it was that close, though, because you were like, I'm done.
Well, it gets frustrating, and then
of course,
work all that time, you get to WWF, and then, and it wasn't anybody's fault but my own, because I didn't have personality. I didn't have, you couldn't describe me. So,
well, sometimes it's just not, wrong or not right place at the wrong place at the right time, or
or focusing on the wrong things, And
well, you weren't. That was me.
And then you kind of point the finger at everybody else instead of at the one person you can control, and that's yourself, and that just makes it even more frustrating, because you think it's everybody else and not you. You don't feel.
Oh, so you mean like GAT?
I like GAT, like GAT. And then when you sit down and you really start to point the finger at yourself, that's where you start
straighten up.
Or
change.
And that's what turned it around. So
that
and a little head, thank God.
No, I'm almost. I was going to say something.
I'm sure
no, I ain't going to say it. There we are.
Yeah, we had a good time. I mean, we didn't.
We had a blast.
We would work with Candido and Pritchard, and we had really good tag matches with Candido and Pritchard. And
we had good. Me and you had good matches with everybody.
And Furnace and LaFon, we had good, strong matches with them, and we had good, strong matches with even Phineas and Henry. The Godwins. Not that was hard to do, but it was nobody else was having good matches with them. But we were, but I mean, and I get it now. The business isn't just about having a good match. The business is having a match that draws money, and and we just
of course, Well, now that with OVW, and let's go there in a minute. And put over your your new, if there's some good new talent coming and all that. But
there's lots,
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm and I think you'll relate. Like, one of the coolest things is watching
your kids do good,
and watch them come in, and you can see them at one level, and then 6 months, a year later, you can see like they're starting to click. They're starting to get it. They're they're figuring themselves out.
That's another thing I always tell is how one of the most thing it makes me happy is when you see the kid get that, oh, I got it moment.
The aha moment. And they and they really start to not only be good in the ring physically, but they start to be a star. They start to be an attraction, and they carry themselves like that, like, and it really comes across, and you can see like the potential they have to draw money. I mean, it's cool. I love it. It really is.
Of course, you and I. Well, you're still in the ring.
Once in a while, not very often anymore, because I'm just so busy.
How are we going to do it? How are we going to do the newest rockers?
Oh,
am I going to stay on the outside as the manager?
Yeah, with Cal Hero and you.
Yeah.
I got a little video for OVW, if you don't mind. I want to show it to Marty and everybody else that watches. If you don't mind, no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it.
In the heart of the Midwest lies a wrestling promotion unlike any other. Ohio Valley Wrestling. OVW's commitment to training aspiring wrestlers is unparalleled. Their state-of-the-art training facility serves as a breeding ground for talent honing their skills and molding themselves into future stars. OVW's emphasis on creativity allows wrestlers to showcase their unique personalities and styles. Each performer brings their own flavor to the ring, ensuring every match is a spectacle. OVW has a long and storied history of broadcast television within its 26 years of weekly episodic TV. This gives OVW a vast library of content that's unmatched by anyone else within the professional wrestling world. What also makes the OVW television experience unique is our delivery of live television, a feat only attempted and accomplished on a weekly basis by two much larger national, international wrestling organizations. OVW's commitment to delivering top-notch entertainment is unwavering. Whether it's a high-stakes championship match or an emotional rivalry, every bout is crafted with precision, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats. Their commitment to training, creativity, community, and delivering top-notch entertainment has made OVW a true gem in the world of professional wrestling. Ohio Valley Wrestling, where uniqueness thrives.
Damn, that was pretty good, bro.
That was pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Who was that? The black girl with the long white hair?
Oh, that was Crystal White.
Is she married?
I don't think she is, Marty. She's
okay. You know what to do then.
Yep. We'll have to bring you in, you know. Especially since you're like
might have some more populated.
Yeah, exactly.
I was watching. Oh, so I didn't. Yeah, I did. I told about the when you like you said, 14 years, and then bam, took off. You know, that's why I always tell my kids not to give up.
Yeah.
You know,
you can tell people. You know, I tell people all the time. You can do it. It's just, you know, you can't quit.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, you gotta just keep going.
And you know, I start when I do seminars. I start out by asking them, "What was that? You farted?" Oh, our moderator just farted on this. To you, man. You know, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I always ask them, "Why are you doing it?" And you know, listen to their answer. But the ones that you know, because I love it, that's the ones that always make it. Because if they're doing it for money or fame, first couple backdrops, they quit.
Yeah, they're not going to make it. That's for sure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but
you know,
I mean, you got to want it.
Yep. Well, or love it. You know, if it's your passion. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sean actually said Brock Lesnar is a different animal because evidently, remember, it was the Tough Enough that he started at.
No,
you were running.
Brock started in OVW
right.
when Davey Davis was part of the developmental system with WWF. So it was Brock, Cena, Batista.
Yeah, I know. It was like fucking 4 or 5 big ass stars.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, became big stars.
And OVW throughout the years is, you know, they've turned out.
Yeah, and Orton too. Orton was in there.
Yeah, OVW's turned out like not just those guys. I mean, they're at the top, but you know, probably all told, I think from OVW and the system here, I think WWE has gotten probably nearly 200 wrestlers that have made an impact on
That's crazy, ain't it?
on the WWE. So like Miz is still there right now on the main roster.
Oh yeah, I
He's
forgot.
still
That's right,
WWE
Miz too.
alumni. Yeah, Cody Rhodes, is from.
Oh, Cody went through.
Yep, he literally from scratch, from ground up. Here,
Yeah.
and CM Punk came through, and
Damn.
lots of guys have been, and came through OVW to go on to the main roster with WWE. So, and lots of female wrestlers. We had Beth Phoenix, we've had, Alicia Fox, Rosa Mendez.
Alicia went through there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Kelly and Alicia Fox, were started from scratch, literally from the ground up, taught them, trained them.
Kelly was so sweet. You remember the rocker dropper thing I would do where the leg over? I guess she did that for her finish, but she asked, how they say in the business, I stole your move. She actually asked first. She goes, "Do you mind if I do that?" And no, of course not.
Yeah.
Because I was done doing it. You go ahead.
Mrs. Wife, Maurice, is from OVW.
Damn.
There's a lot of talent has come through OVW and went on to.
Well, it's been, I mean, when Jim Cornette when he owned it, right?
Well, Danny Davis owned it, and Cornette was a partner with Danny, and then during the initial part of the developmental program with WWE, and then 2018, myself and a couple of my partners bought it from Danny, and we've pretty much had it ever since. So,
a couple of your partners. I'm your partner.
I know. We just, we're plugging away. I mean, we, last year we had that docu series on Netflix. That came out.
Yeah. That was pretty successful, huh?
It was very
successful. It went right on Netflix.
And it really gave a big, gave us a big boost as far as awareness and relevancy and stuff like that. A lot of people that didn't know or didn't know that we still existed, found us.
And that was one of them. I was like, that's OVW still around.
Yeah. So
I was so happy, man, when I heard that it was yours now.
Are we getting a season 2?
I don't know. We're still keeping our fingers crossed, and we're just waiting to see. I mean, Netflix has the right of first refusal, and they've kind of kept us hanging in the balance. The problem is the director, producer, Greg Whiteley, who did such an amazing job. He's so busy and so in demand. He's doing, I think he's just finished up a project on the Boston Red Sox, and I think he's now going to do one on the Yankees. And,
he's a Northeastern boy.
He's just tied up on all kinds of stuff. So I'm really not 100% certain, where that all is going to stand. But hey, I mean, we at least got one season. I mean,
everybody loved it from what I heard.
And it's on Netflix. It's going to last forever, and it's going to constantly make impressions as time goes on.
True. And I hope that it maybe, helps to, bring in some other fans, fans that maybe weren't necessarily interested in wrestling, but once they watched the show, they started going, hey, this is pretty cool, so.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah,
well,
congratulations.
Congratulations. And I've told this story many times. I mean, of course, Sean and I, and that you've said it on an interview or two, that basically I had to teach Sean. I was a teacher for him. Or as you said, the foundation for the Rockers.
Yeah.
And then we went to 1, 2, 3 kid, X-Pac. He had some, knowledge of the business, but I still had to teach him a lot. Bob Holly was just like, oh, fuck. This is hopeless. but me and you, man, we learned, when you make that road trip, we learned from each other. I learned from you.
Oh, I learned so much from you. And I tell this all the time, how fortunate and how lucky I was to have that time.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Well, and same back. Yeah. You remember where that was?
No, I don't remember where that was.
Hey, flip back. We was watching the Floyd Mayweather and Conor
McGregor.
Fight.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, I was telling our moderator and my best friend, at least best female friend, Radical Addie.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hey.
Hey.
I forgot what the fuck I was talking about.
I don't know.
Something, Addie. You told Addie something.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, about with Al.
I would hope it's with Al because he's here. It would help.
Hey, let me ask you this, Al. I can't. I'm trying to get away from it because I forgot what the hell I was going to say. Are you? Let's see. You're 6 years younger than me. Don't say your age, but aren't you like 6 years younger? About that?
I think so.
What do you think?
I'm 61.
Damn. Well, so we are close.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Hold on. Look at this shit, Marty. Marty, look at this shit.
Yeah, what is that?
They're clubs and hammers.
Yeah, the Iron Sheik used to do that, remember? The clubs.
Yeah.
So you actually can do them?
I can. Yeah, I can. I can do it.
Yeah, you gotta be strong everywhere. All the tendons, all the ligaments.
Do you do that every day? Is that an everyday thing?
I do different things. I mean, I train every day. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll warm up with 75 to 90 squat thrusts, and then I, do different types of training each day.
Tremendous shape.
And I just do it out in my garage.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you, Al. I'm sorry. That's what I was telling Addie. I said I don't know if it's changed, but back in our day, you didn't really drink. I don't even know if you
didn't. No.
Yeah. Like a beer, maybe.
Well, I did it all when you and I were together. I did it all. And then I do every once in a while now.
Okay.
Yeah, but back then, no, not at all.
That's what I was telling our moderators. She just said,
actually, I don't know if you know him or not, John Gaboric, Big. When we were doing Tough Enough, the first Tough Enough, that was the first time I was in my late 30s. That was the first time I'd ever gotten drunk. So,
late 30s, first time getting drunk. That's wild.
How many beers did it take? 2?
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah.
But how many did it take? Like 2? Because
like two or three Guinnesses, and that was it.
And another thing, I told this on interviews. I told our moderator, Radical Addie, that, and you're my witness. When we were tagging stuff, you were pretty straight. Well, and I've told this many times. One of the few guys. I don't know if this is okay to say, but I'll try to be easy with it. At the time, you were married.
Yeah.
So you did not. You're one of the few that never messed around.
I didn't do anything, no.
Yeah, there wasn't me like that. You, Owen Hart, and Macho Man. I'm sure there's Tito Santana.
Yeah.
But y'all are the only ones on the. And I don't care what the boys do. Let them do what they're gonna do. I mean, I wish they wouldn't. But you know, that's their life. You know, they're
Yeah.
going to do what they do. And you were one of the ones that never messed around. You
No,
know, your wife. And I'm sure you still are.
I'm still pretty boring. Yeah.
That's it, boring. No, one of the good ones, bro. How many kids you had? 4, or you got more now?
I got more now. I have 6 total.
Holy shit!
He
3
caught
boys,
up to
3
Kurt
girls. I have 3.
What? Kurt's got 6.
Yeah, Kurt's got 6 too. Yeah.
Damn.
I got 7 grandchildren.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Wow. This is right. Damn.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Christmas shopping.
Yeah. No kidding.
Shit.
Lot of birthdays.
No wonder he's working so damn hard.
Yeah. I ain't got a choice.
You might go down as the greatest grandpa of all time, though. You're a pretty cool grandfather to have, I would imagine.
Yeah. I try. You know. I try to still be cool and hip. I don't want to be too hips because 2 hips make an ass.
No, you don't have to try. It's natural with you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do they all live in the same house? Or
No, God, no.
I was wondering, I'm like 6 kids a lot. I got 1 and I'm like, holy shit. So it's 6 in the same house.
They're the youngest just graduated from college.
Nice.
And with a degree in actuary science.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
what is that?
That is, they are the guys that will tell the insurance companies, they'll calculate the risk.
So basically,
Sure.
they're going to make good money.
Yeah. They'll make good money.
That's
The
great.
insurance company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all doing great.
That's awesome, man.
Very proud of them, and they're all out of the house. So that's even
Oh,
better.
wow. So
They're all out of the house. I get the hell out.
Now I can walk around the house naked. So, you know.
Oh my gosh. I probably didn't want to hear that part. Hog balls.
yeah, walking around the house naked is not a bad. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Go to the
You
bathroom
know,
right away. You know,
Yeah, I mean, one more fit in there.
walking around naked with your wife's a little better.
Yeah, hog balls.
Yeah, hog balls. Big hog balls. Make a dove's breast. Did you know that, Savage, did you know that Marty could, he did like testicle puppets in the locker room?
What?
Oh wow.
Testicle
Testicle
puppet.
puppet.
He'd make like a dove's breast.
Oh, yeah.
The flying squirrel.
God.
You know.
Oh man, I can see it. I can see it. I heard.
No, you can't.
I heard he was
Better
a
not.
menace. From what I've heard that I haven't shared with him, I heard he was a menace in the locker room.
Lots of testicular puppetry. And Marty is awesome, you know, but you can't let Marty get bored at any point in time. Because if you do, that becomes dangerous. So
Yeah. Oh, tell the milk story.
traveling with Marty is like living with Indiana Jones. It's just, he would booby trap the hotel room. Like he would, one time he went in to take a shower and then I went in to take a shower and he had undid the entire curtain so that the shower curtain would just drop on the floor.
Oh, Joe and Phil, yeah.
That's great.
Then he stuffed KY jelly up in the shower head so that when I turned the water on, all of it would spray out on me.
Now, did you ever unleash hell on his ass for any of this?
I tried one time. We stopped at a gas station and I was in the bathroom and I bought like a condom, a yellow condom, and was, you know, tried to rib him. And then what he did was literally right as we got to TV, he came up while I was getting my bag out of the car and stuffed it in the back of my pants pocket and then let me walk around. He and Kurt Hennig let me walk around at TV with a yellow condom hanging out of the back of my pants pocket.
Oh, that's great.
Marty used to,
That's great.
he loved, for some reason, this is how twisted he is. He would had the IcoPro amino acid tablet that had been sitting in his garage in the summer heat in Orlando, Florida.
That was for about 3 or 4 years.
They had brown on the edges of them, right? So he would intentionally eat these just so he could have the worst gas possible. And then he would sit on the planes and he would just fart and watch people sell. And one time we were in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome, right? And there was this little
Freeman something Coliseum.
It's like a little, almost like a broom closet that the agents would all go in and have an agent meeting. And Marty got bored, and I was like, "Oh, here we go." And he goes, "Come here." I go, "What?" He goes, "Come here, just watch the door." I go, "Okay." So I'm standing there. He goes, gets a smile on his face. He goes in the room, shuts the door behind him. I wait and I wait. And I'm like, what is he up to? Then all of a sudden, he comes creeping out of the room, and he's got a big shit-eating grin on his face.
Of course.
And he goes, "Just stand here. Just stand here." And he runs off. And then
I didn't run off. I walked
30
off.
seconds later, here come all the agents come out piling out of the room. Jack Lanza, Tony Gurria, Pat Patterson, and they're all like, Marty, you shit your pants, Marty. Oh, God. So he went in there and farted in the room and then just walked out.
Yeah. What a sick fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you explain that.
Hey, what about that skunk? Remember the skunk?
Marty had a brilliant idea one night as we were coming back from Ottawa to Montreal, and it saw a skunk in the grass on the highway and wanted me to stop so we could get out and chase the thing. And I'm like, what are we going to do with this thing? You know, where are we going? Because he wanted to release it in the locker room the next night.
It got us though. Didn't it spray us a little bit?
And then Davey and Owen put a padlock on one of Marty's singlets. And it took him weeks to get the padlock off. We were up in upstate New York, and I had to go to a place and get a pair of bolt cutters to cut the thing off. So
it was a big pair too, because that thing was huge.
Padlock that he convinced me. I don't know how he convinced me to shut the trunk lid on the singlet and drag the lock on the road behind it to see if it would
it'd break off. Yeah.
So then once I hit the brakes, it swung up and put a big dent in the trunk. And
you can't make that shit up, man.
So we're staying in Albany, New York, and Marty goes to the store and gets a bag of peel and eat shrimp and saves the brine for 5 days. And it got so bad in our hotel room, like,
oh my God,
we had to get a different room.
So we're finally the last night. We're up in Maine, and
Bangor,
Davey and Owen know something's up, and
that's when they dressed out in the car.
They dressed out in the car, but they brought their bags in, and then Marty poured all that brine in their bag, and guess who else's bag he poured it in?
Mine. Not yours.
Yes, you did, because it's
I wouldn't pour it in your bag.
Yeah, you definitely did. Shut up. I believe him.
Yeah, and it was so bad. Everybody in the locker room was complaining about the smell in the locker room. Marty's like, I don't know, man. It smells terrible in here. It smelled like the worst pair of dirty socks.
It almost sounds like he deserved to get the shit beaten out of him by Scott Hall over there where that happened.
Marty would get bored. That was not a good combination.
He
and Kurt Hennig were the masters of
Owen
doing things, and Owen too was good too. Yeah.
Well, you know why? Because
Owen story. Remember that night we were in the Garden, and Jeff Jarrett. Remember when Jeff was teaming with Owen, and they had they sent Jeff and Owen to some appearance down in New Jersey, and of course the office always gives you a limo to take you to the appearance and then take you to the Garden.
Right.
So as they leave the appearance, Owen sticks his hand out the car door and starts on the door going boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
so as the car would go faster, he'd boom, 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 boom. So the driver pulls over and goes, "Did you guys hear that?" And go, "Yeah." Owen goes, "Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the tire." So he goes out, and driver goes and looks and checks. Well, anyways, they showed up late at the Garden that night because Owen kept doing that, and the guy kept pulling over to check the car. Like,
That's great. That's
Oh
funny.
my god!
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
yeah.
Yeah, we did. You know what? You and Pat Tanaka.
Did you guys ever rib Vince out? Did he ever try to convince you to like rib Vince or something like that?
I didn't rib Vince. I know Marty's done plenty. That's
Yeah, I got it a couple times.
Yeah,
What did
especially
you
with
do?
padlocks and things.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what? And this is your show, Al. So I won't take long. But you know, one of the crazy, more fun things that with the ribs was you know, Donald Trump, DT is you know, he's a friend. And we'd seen him at WrestleMania 5. I'm not sure if you were there yet.
No, I wasn't yet. No.
Not yet. And then WrestleMania 7 out in LA. WrestleMania 5 was at his place, Trump Towers, or whatever it was called. And then 2 years later, but you remember Ray Lynn, the girl I was seeing at the time? I should have said her name.
I think so. Yeah.
The long blonde hair, blonde. But he had come down at Trump Towers. He'd come down like at 11:30, checking on his casino, making sure everything's going right. Came over. He was nice enough. I mean, I love him to death. A lot of people don't, and they don't understand. He's putting on that front. That's not him. Putting on the front. So the guys over there in China and Korea don't, you know, Russia, like, now maybe we shouldn't fuck with this one. But he oh man, so nice. Came up, how you doing, Marty? You know, talking about, and then he goes, how's you know, talking about the gambling. You know, like, you know, man, win some, lose some. He goes, yeah, and smiled and told the guy at the craps table that I was playing at, he goes, give him a 500 marker. I didn't know what that meant, 500 markers, but it was like $500.
Yeah.
I played one roll of dice and went cashed in. but no, actually I lost it all. But I mean, he didn't lose no money. It all came back.
Oh yeah, it all goes back to him.
But then he had said, you know, how you doing? And he met, you know, introduced him to Ray Lynn.
Yeah.
2 years later, it was WrestleMania 7 in LA, and it was a different girl. Her name was Colleen, total different girl, but same thing, long blonde hair, you know, and pretty. Yeah. And he as he's walking by, as we're going by, you know, them little around the building things, wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
He goes, you've always got a pretty girl, because you know, I was walking with her. He's like, you always got a pretty girl in your arms. And then I was like, oh, yeah. At the moment he said that, I was like, oh, thank you. And she said, thank you too. And then when I went to the dressing room, because he was with Marla Maples then.
Yeah.
You remember that one? And you know, I went in the dressing room and said, God damn it, you got me in fucking trouble. And he's looking at me like, are you serious? Like, yeah, you said I'm always got a pretty girl under my arms. That was my wife. And he goes, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I busted out laughing. He goes, you asshole. So when you get to rib the president.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But you know what he said too, though? He goes, he's like, you ass. He goes, but I just learned something there. You know? I mean, that's, to me, he's a brilliant man. I mean, I'm sure you feel the same way about, I don't know if did you ever get to meet him a bunch?
I've never gotten to meet him, no.
Really?
Not correctly,
wow.
No.
Got to get Trump down to OVW, obviously. Now.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Come on, Marty.
And he would do it. You know, once he became president, his number, which is what we used to do back in the day, Al. I remember you knew that, like, every couple of months you got to change your number, because you give your number to somebody and they give it to everybody. Yeah. And his number, I ain't talked to him in 2 or 3 years, 4, maybe.
Yeah.
What was that last picture?
That was Mick Foley and you and me, and I don't know who that guy is with us. The guy in the
I think he was the guy that gives out our numbers.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Probably, yeah. Right.
Look at it, Mick. God, well, how much he's changed. James.
Look at that. That's a Leaf Cassidy look right there.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's back to when everybody tucked their shirts into their pants.
Yeah, because we had an ass. Now we don't have an ass. Pull it down. You just leave it out and cover your ass.
And we had
fanny
pack.
Radical. So how many times we should talk about?
No ass.
Yeah. Things change. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you too.
Look at that.
Head.
I wanted to ask him one question. Is
Okay.
that your favorite moment in wrestling right there? Because that had to be a pretty cool moment, man. It's like everybody just giving you that feeling of like, yeah, dude, you're it, you're over.
I mean, it was an amazing moment, and but you know, people say that all the time. Like, what was your favorite match? What was your favorite opponent?
Yeah, and it's we can't.
You know, I think
There's a lot of them.
Marty would agree. The fact that every time you walk out there and you got to do what you love to do, that's what made it. That moment was your favorite because that was the moment that you got to do what you wanted to do. It was awesome. You know,
that's pretty cool, bro.
That's pretty cool, man. So basically what you're saying is if you really get to live out your dream as a wrestler, every moment can be a moment that you will never forget.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I believe so. For me, it has been. I mean, you know, and there have been moments that are more, you know, big ones and, you know, ones that are little, but every time you go out there, man, it's the most awesome thing I've gotten to do. And the fact that no one's yet to figure out that I have no idea what I'm doing. Awesome.
I don't think so. I think you know what you're doing just a little bit.
Yeah, a lot.
You had me popping as a teenager, you know, with this. Like, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was brilliant. I was like, this guy's a maniac. He's a fucking maniac. And don't fuck with a maniac. It's that simple. He's talking to a fucking head.
Rude not to talk to somebody when they talk to you, you know.
Yeah, it worked so well. It got so over. It was perfect for the time, like that Attitude Era, and then coming from ECW, it just translated into that Attitude Era so well.
When in the hardcore area, hardcore,
when they had the hardcore title and all of that too.
Didn't you roll a bowling ball into some guy's balls?
Oh, I did that several times. Yeah, I used to call it 7-10 split. Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question now. In your opinion, what do you think is the most over-the-top vignette you've ever seen in your life? Like, as far as WWF is concerned, like, or you know, the big times, like that was too much. They shouldn't have did that. For me, I'll give you my example. It was Big Show getting his father's casket, you know, just driven around the yard by Big Boss Man. I thought that was a little much.
I think that's great.
Yeah, I thought it was a little much, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Did you ever see something that you were like, all right, damn, that was too much?
You know, I don't. You know, I don't know if there is such a thing.
All right, how about the Legion of Doom one they did on Raw, where they were like basically telling everybody this guy's an alcoholic?
Yeah.
With Hawk. Okay.
Yeah. I don't agree with that.
Me either.
And the reason I don't is
I'm fighting through it.
Well, because you never try to sell. You only sell one thing at a time. So you either sell the work, which is a work. The definition of a work is to make someone believe a lie, something that's not true. So why are you going to, in the middle of trying to lie, are you going to then come out and tell them the truth at the same time?
That might be the best explanation I've ever fucking heard.
It's pretty good.
It doesn't make sense, you know. And it's like telling an inside joke. Me and Marty tell each other an inside joke and expect all of you to laugh along with us and find it funny when you don't understand it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, I learned so much from you, Al. One thing that I never forget was we were right. You know, the road trips is where you talk. You know,
Yeah.
And we were going from Boston to New York, I think, and you were married and you never messed around. So I was like, man, what? I mean, all these girls, and he's like, no, I'm married. I'm like, what? How's that work? And you said that, Marty, when somebody else's life means more to you than your own, and I'll never forget that. I mean,
you taught me a lot too. I don't, I'm very lucky and very fortunate to have gotten to travel with you and,
thank you.
Learn from you and both in the ring and out of the ring. So,
thank you for that, saying that.
I was lucky. I was blessed.
I don't know what you learned from me other than how to do drugs.
He probably learned how to talk to the head from you, and he.
Yeah, it could be. But oh my God, I shouldn't tell this, but okay.
Oh boy. Yeah, he says that a lot.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you'll remember. We got off the plane to wherever we was, go wrestle that day, Pittsburgh, wherever it was, Chicago. And I didn't get off the plane because I had been doing cocaine. Like, we had 3 days off. You had to come back and get me off the plane.
Yeah.
That was fun. Well, I mean,
it kept things interesting. It was never boring. That's for sure.
He's definitely good company if you're looking for something to do, because he'll find it.
Yeah.
He'll find it.
Yeah, like you said, he's been alone for 30. On that one interview you did with Hannibal.
I got the clip. You want to see the clip?
Yeah.
I think he already said it, but
as far as traveling with Marty Jannetty, I've got tons of stories. Some of them I really can't discuss here.
Now see, that's where I'm gonna stop it, because let's get one of those that you can't discuss and discuss in here on this podcast, because we don't give a shit what language or words are used.
Okay. Here, Al, I hope there's two stories. Let me tell a female one. You remember when? Because Al stayed true to his family. But you remember we roomed together, so he saw a couple of things.
Lots of things.
Remember when that girl, you told it best though, when that the bed was coming off the wall?
Yeah, and she got her foot hooked in the lamp on the wall.
Yeah,
tore the lamp out of the wall.
But her head was between the wall and the bed.
And I'm trying to lay there and act like I'm asleep, and I'm like, yeah.
You didn't let me forget that for a few weeks or so.
He's trying to.
Oh, do you remember this, Al? Remember, I used to listen, or I still do, listen to rap.
Yes, I remember. And you were actually Busta Rhymes. You were listening to full blast.
No, it was Easy E. And he was going, motherfucker. Yeah. He was going, motherfuck Dre, motherfuck Snoop, motherfuck. And we just pulled up to a pool at the hotel with families.
Yeah.
I actually waited for Al to get it. It was a rib on Al. I waited for him to get out and
then turned the volume up on the radio, and I turned around. I was like, "Shut that off, man!" Everybody in the whole pool turned and were staring at me. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Man, we had so many good ones. You know what? One of my, and I know you might get mad if no, you won't get mad. It's fun.
Yeah.
Remember how I would drag a story out the whole flight long?
Oh.
Hold on. What happened? What happened?
He'd start to tell a story and then purposely pause, get distracted, and keep you wanting to find out what the hell the story was.
Yeah.
It might be a 2-3 hour flight. He'd take all 2-3 hours to just to entertain himself.
You know what? I don't know where it was, but I remember one time when we landed, he said, "Do not talk to me the rest of the day."
Don't bother me anymore. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You had enough Marty Jannetty that day, huh?
I was Marty now.
That was a long one. What I would do is like one of the waitresses or the stewards or whatever they're called go by. I was like, "I'm sorry, can you get me something?" Or did you say something? You know, anything
like, just to keep the story going.
Yeah.
Get to the end of it, please.
My God, that's a good thing for wrestling, though. I mean, get him to do that on TV, and you might have something there.
No, you wouldn't. It's annoying.
You got so mad. Don't talk to me the rest of the day.
Remember when you flew into Philly because we had been home for like a day and a half or something. We were coming back to go to TV that day. Of course, we had to go to TV, so Vince was going to be there.
Yep.
And we're sitting in Denny's outside the Philadelphia airport by the Red Roof, and you're talking funny. And I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" And you're like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "What'd you do?" And you're like, "Well, a buddy showed up with some Novocaine and he chopped himself up with Novocaine." And then you literally had so much Novocaine in you, you paralyzed yourself and had to lay on the floor the whole weekend. And then it showed up on Monday and was still talking funny. I was like, "Oh, now I got to run interference at TV to keep people away from him. So I don't want him to think he's weird or something and get heat." So I'd be like, and the agents would come up and I'd be like, "Just give me it. I'll tell them."
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. You did have to go through a lot, didn't you?
It was fine. It made life interesting, that's for sure.
No, he's learning lessons like that. Trust me, because now he knows what to avoid in life.
Oh yeah, yeah. I knew to keep Marty entertained, not letting him bored. You know?
Kyle, can we get your definition of GAT? Because I've been trying to tell Marty that GAT. My belief is GAT isn't real. I think Marty's a fucking lunatic, and I love him, but he's a fucking maniac.
Okay, go ahead, Al.
Marty, it should be Matt, Marty's amusement toy, because Marty's amusement toy is Marty.
That's a new T-shirt. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good T-shirt.
Don't worry, I will send you like $5 for every sale.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Got you.
Yes, Matt, Marty's amusement toy.
I could see a lot of the girls because I've been touring with Marty a little bit. We went around and he's definitely got lady fans in every city. Like 13 here, 10 here. They're still around and they still want to party with Marty.
They're new. Summer, remember the girl from Hooters?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that was new. Yeah, she's a new one.
And she's beautiful. You got it? Okay.
Look at this guy, hardcore champion. Look at that head in the ring.
Yeah.
I love that picture. Can you tell me a little bit about Tough Enough and Maven? Yeah, that's Maven. Yeah, man.
Maven, Maven was he's an awesome kid. You know, he had right from the start, he had all the tools. He had good looks. He had charisma. He had athletic ability. You know,
what happened?
Maven. What happened with Maven was Maven was on the rise. You know, and then
fast too. He was doing good. Yeah.
But then he was trying to do just you know how it is. It's the simplest thing. He was trying to do it like a slide between a guy's legs in a match. Yeah. His foot caught the canvas and broke his ankle.
Oh,
and put him out. And then when it put him out, he started kind of getting caught up with the pain pills and stuff like that. And then, and then he was kind of influenced a little bit by Randy Orton. I think those guys were hanging together, and one thing led to another. And then, Maven got released, and it just, he could never quite
Get back.
the momentum back after he broke his leg,
Yeah.
But he was definitely a
I mean,
smart-
it was climbing. I mean,
Yeah.
and fast.
yeah.
I don't know if he
And,
was fucking Vince's wife or what. Which
No,
guys?
just from that Tough Enough exposure and everything, and then like,
Oh yeah.
and then
Okay. And you told my brother Gino, you told him this is, remember we did some signing together, and some of the things that I saw on Tough Enough was shit that I had done, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, when you play joke, meaning when you play jokes on people.
Oh yeah, well, ribs, like when I put,
ribs.
I put X-Lax in one guy's milkshake, and and then I hit paper.
That season 1 was something else, man.
Hey, I'll start doing that. I never heard that one. Put X.
Oh yeah,
Put X.
That's a new one.
In somebody's
yeah. I also found out, like on season 3, you take Barbasol shaving cream, shake it up, and then stick a screwdriver in it and throw it in the room. And
Oh my God.
That's funny. That's funny, man. It's gotta be cool to look at a picture like this, though, right here. Just going back in time, working with all these different guys that all of you would go on to have legendary careers. But you have a favorite moment with Stone Cold?
Oh, Steve Austin's amazing. He's such a great guy. Really is a genuine, decent person, and good friend. And and man, thank God he had the run he had, because that.
Yeah, for the business,
money. Yeah, everybody made money then. So yeah. And Kurt Angle, wow, what a talent he was. I mean, to come from the amateur background, a lot of amateur wrestlers can't make the transition, but
go ahead. I'm
Kurt
sorry.
Angle could,
Yeah, Kurt. Yeah, I mean, once Kurt came into the business, I mean, I wrestled in high school and college and did pretty good in nationals at college. But back then, back in my day, it wasn't like you said, a transition you want to make. It's like, no, I do the real thing. But when he came in, changed everything. Then you get Shelton Benjamin, you get all of them.
Yeah. Shelton was an incredibly talented guy too. So athletic,
Sean told me one time they would come up, when I guess in the booking meetings or whatever. They come up with like, hey, what if we put a ladder? They'd run up the ladder and jump into the ring. And they would always say Shelton can do it. He was pretty, and I like him to death. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a really genuine person.
Did Foley ever rib you? Or, and I want to know, did the locker room always used to rib Michael Cole?
Not really. I mean,
I don't remember that
once in a while, but and Mick, Mick just would always, try to tell jokes.
You try to do what?
Tell jokes. Mick, when he was in the locker room, he'd tell everybody, when I get done wrestling, I'm going to be a stand-up comic. We'd all just laugh, and now he's a stand-up comic and nobody's laughing. So
That's great. Is it true he used to use a garbage bag as a suitcase?
Yeah.
That was me.
Okay. You learned from
Hey, I don't want to tell this because I love Mick to death, and I don't know what happened with
Look at that picture.
You and me and you, Al, and him. Evidently had some fallout.
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
But
are you trying to start trouble?
No. But sorry, I didn't spit on you. We would, we'd all room together. Me, Al.
Oh yeah.
And he would go. He didn't even wash them. Remember, he'd put his clothes or his wrestling gear just
Yeah.
hang them up in the bathroom. And it was
Yeah.
like, God damn. I'd be the closest one to the bathroom. I'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got to get your quick take. I want to know, you were at WrestleMania this year. You got to see the final boss. What was your take on WrestleMania 40?
I think, it's just amazing that WWE, they are so good at producing such major events and really, the platform that is WWE. It always has been this way, but there's no reason you cannot make yourself a star on that stage. Every one of those talent up there have no idea the massive opportunity that they have.
When it's over, they will.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean that's a lot of times, that's when you really figure it out is. Yeah. Where you truly were, like Vince would always say, like you have an opportunity, and if you're you sit there and you point the finger at everybody else instead of at yourself, right. You never really are able to take advantage of what really is
the opportunity. Yeah,
I mean it's and Vince does not make you a star, You make yourself a star. When you walk through that curtain, you make yourself a star.
Yep.
And then Vince capitalizes and promotes what you've done, and both of you make money together. Yeah. And too many times, even myself, I was guilty of it, assuming that, it was the other way around, that Vince was the one that did it and not yourself.
Pointing the finger.
Yeah. And then, when I finally did realize it was me that did it, then I went to ECW and got myself over. But then when I came back to WWE, I missed out on a lot of opportunities to be even a bigger star because, I still was focusing on the wrong things and not on taking advantage of that platform.
Can I ask you this? Because I never saw you do anything wrong in my life. Well, what do you think you did wrong?
Oh, there were going out there and when there's a match that really is to sell you and not being selfish, taking it and making it about yourself, those things,
I never saw you do that.
No, I should have done it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, I should have done it.
You got to take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way because it may never come again.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why when I had the chance to go meet Mike Tyson, I didn't hesitate. Check this out, Al Snow. I'm at a AEW show, and I have a title on my shoulder because I'm holding it for my damn friend. And I see Mike Tyson come out and go to the back. I'm like, oh, he's back there right now. The curtain's right there. Security sees me with the title. They're like, oh, you're one of the champions here? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just walked in. Hi, Mike. Can I take a photo? Sure. That was it. Because I'm never going to meet him again.
Yeah.
When am I going to see him again?
Yeah. And it's good that you were nice about asking him. I have to tell you that.
Yeah.
I also hit him in the chin with the world title, and he actually went like, it was accidentally because I said you should hold this, you should be the champion, and I hit him in the chin, and he went ugh, and we took the picture, but he was great about it.
He did not say ugh.
Oh yes, he fucking did. I'm not making that up.
Hey, let me ask both of y'all, what's gonna happen if they do go through with this fight? With him and Jake Paul, Logan, or what's his name? Logan Paul?
Jake Paul. No, Logan Paul's in WWE right now. He's going to be fighting.
Jake
Cody.
Paul.
Yeah, Jake Paul will be fighting Tyson. Logan will be fighting Cody.
Mike Tyson will murder.
I feel that way too.
Yes,
but besides Mike being a friend,
no.
If this is a real fight,
60.
If it's a real fight,
Mike Tyson's going to knock this kid the fuck out because he has an ego.
I think he's going to put him in the hospital.
He's 60.
So don't matter. 60. Hey, a Mike Tyson at 60.
This guy's 62. Look at this.
Never met most people at 15.
I'm telling you, man. Don't fool yourself thinking, oh, Mike Tyson's 60. He will hurt somebody, and I have no doubt, you know, he will not only beat Jake Paul, he'll hurt him. He's gonna jack him up.
Well, I mean, I don't want nobody to get hurt, but I just hope you're right about him winning.
Oh, I feel pretty confident. Believe me, I really do.
I mean, because Mike was one of the best in the world, and like you said, he was one of the best in the world for a reason.
There was a reason, yeah. He was a scary individual, man. Scary, frightening.
Oh no, yeah. You know what?
That's why everybody watched his fights, because they wanted to see him murder somebody. That's simple.
Yeah, he like this brother's going down.
That is right. Yeah,
I think it would make everybody happy if Mike Tyson just knocked him the fuck out. I mean,
I think he will. I don't.
Are you
lucky? Honestly, if it's a real,
it's counting on the professional records, is what they're saying.
Okay, well, I don't think Jake Paul is going to last around.
One good uppercut from Mike.
one solid body shot or a shot to the liver, and that'll be it.
Do you remember this girl?
No, not off the top of my head.
Me either. That's Addie.
Marty, why don't you reintroduce him to Addie? Reintroduce him to Addie.
Yeah, that's our moderator and my best girl. As far as a girl, your friend is girls. When the hell was that?
That was around 99. Wait, it has a timestamp. I mean, a date stamp. Yeah, 99.
That's gotta be ECW, right?
Who's the guy in the background?
I don't know. He's just trying to live life. He's just trying to live his life. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
All right. So what do we do now? I watch Braves baseball every day until football season comes back around.
Yeah. Well, guys, I gotta hop off. I gotta do stuff with OVW. I appreciate you guys having me on. I really do.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you got any? Hey, do you got any names you want to put over real quick?
Just myself. If you want to follow me on social media, you can go to The Real Al Snow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to find out more about OVW, you can go to ovwrestling.com. If you want to go find out information about we're the only training school for professional wrestling, sports entertainment, and broadcasting that is an actual certified by the State Office of Proprietary Education as a trade school in the world. You go to ovwacademy.com and you can check us out there. We're live every Thursday night on Facebook, YouTube, and Triller TV, and also WBNA locally, live from 7 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern every single week. And we got big live events coming up Friday night and Saturday night. One in Georgetown, Kentucky, one in Guston, Kentucky, and the following week in Des Plaines, Illinois, and Logansport, Indiana. And,
you're busy, bro.
In July 20th, we'll be in Tempe, Arizona. July 21st, we'll be in Vegas.
They'll get around.
Stay busy, man. I want to just give you a big shout out, man. I love all the work you're doing. I watch the product. I'm a big fan. I think what you've done is tremendous to continue the success and popularity of OVW, and you're going to take it to heights it hasn't seen before. And I'm confident you'll be selling out arenas in a few years if you keep up exactly what you're doing. I know but soon. I want to see them
big. Big
make your money out.
We've got a big show July 11th. That's our 1300th television episode.
Damn.
That's fucking awesome. Big show. Only the third company. Only the third company doing TV every week, right, Al?
What's that?
Only the third company in the world that does TV every single week. You're the only place.
Live TV.
You're the only place in the world where a wrestler can learn what it takes to be on TV week in and week out.
Yeah, outside of WWE or AEW, we're the only ones that do live television every week. So, and we're doing a big pay-per-view August 31st at the Appalachian Mountain Arena in Pikeville, Kentucky. We got a 4,000 seat arena. We're gonna sell out.
Damn.
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm gonna see you soon. I'm definitely gonna make it out to one of the shows. I'll try to drag Marty along with me.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
And we won't cause too much trouble, I promise.
Great.
Well, you might not.
Yeah.
I got some girls that live there.
I'm
not surprised.
I'm gonna bring Spencer Slade with me and Marty Jannetty for protection. Spencer Slade's gonna be my protection.
Great.
All right, Al. I love you to death. I miss you, bro.
Man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Al Snow. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Marty, what's up,
Yes,
man?
sir.
It's just me and you. Al left. So,
Man, I love him so much. Not like that. It's not like that.
What a great episode. I didn't even get to play this. I wanted to just show you this. He had he worked on a movie too. This is a clip from the scene where he's shooting for the film. Here's some pictures. Looks good in a top hat. Look at that.
And so was that girl that was next to him.
Look at this. He's having a good old time. He's sitting on Santa's lap. I wanted to ask him about, what did he say to Santa? Maybe next time. But that's the movie. It's called Unnatural. Bad man to kill all things unnatural. Looks pretty good. He looks good in the suit.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be checking it out. But yeah, what a guest, man. Look at him. Look at this guy.
Look at his arms, man.
Holy shit, bro. He talked earlier in the show. He's like, I can't beat up my neighbor. I call bullshit.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee
and
you.
I wanted to talk to him about this, too. We didn't even get to ask him about this. He saved this young boy's life. He went in the water.
Oh, the one you got in the water. Yeah.
He pulled him out of the riptide, man.
Yeah.
So, what a great human being we just had in here.
I forgot about that.
He's doing tag team comedy show June 1st, 7:30 p.m. So if you're in the area, go check it out at the Bend Theater. I don't know where the fuck the Bend Theater is, but you can Google
Probably
that shit.
South Bend. But that was funny as fuck what he said when he said, yeah, Mick would always tell jokes, and then when he started doing comedy, nobody was laughing.
Absolutely. Look, he even had a comic book. Look at this. This guy's killing it.
Doing fucking phenomenal.
Make sure if you don't know, go follow the real Al Snow. Go follow OVW Wrestling. If you're trying to become a professional wrestler and you're anywhere near OVW, that's where you want to go. You want to go talk to Al Snow. He will take good care of you. Follow them on Instagram. Like and share and subscribe to this podcast because we're just getting started.
Yep. And if you want to look like a rhinoceros, get in touch with us. Look.
Marty, tell your fans. Tell them goodbye.
A radical. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. So you know what it's up. See us next week. Same damn time, same damn place. Love y'all.
Dude, if you're seeing this right now, you're watching the Party with Marty.
Yeah.